guys, and welcome to another episode of my comp prep series to the WBFF stage. Today I am so excited to share with you in this video that I will be taking you along with me on my training. So I will be doing a lower body session today, specifically glutes. So I will show you exactly how I train. I'm so excited to take you guys with me through this session. So make sure that you stay throughout the entire video so that you see exactly what exercises I do. And I will also be sharing some tips as well that could help you when you're in the gym and when you're trying to build your glutes or build your lower body. So I'm excited. Usually when I train best in the mid-mornings. I have so many people that ask me, when is the best time to train? And honestly, there is no best times to train. Train when you feel your best. For me, after I have my breakfast, which I had about an hour and a half ago, so I had my overnight protein oats. So I had that about an hour and a half to 2 hours before. Give it some time to digest, and now I'm ready to train. And some people train best in the evening, train best in the afternoon when they've had a little bit more food. So there's really no right or wrong time to be training. It's when you feel your best. So because I've let the overnight oats, the breakfast digest, I am just prepping for my training session. So with my training session, I do take supplements. As you could see, I do take amino acids, so EAAs, essential amino acids. I also take electrolytes for my training session. So I prepped all of this. Now, I really want to say this to you all. When it comes to supplements, I have a lot of my clients ask me, as I am an online fitness coach, whether they should be taking supplements or not. Firstly, most of my clients are general population and they have a life outside training. So it's not necessary for most of you guys that is watching this video. Most of you guys fall into the general population and probably have lives other than training. It's not that necessary to have supplements. So it is quite expensive, but just want to let you know that this is what I do for a living. I am an athlete, so I do take supplements, but in saying that, my nutrition, my sleep habits and everything like that is pretty good as an athlete. So supplements only supplement my performance in the gym. You should not see supplements as something that is going to replace your meals. It's going to give you the results. It's only acts as 5% if everything else in your life, for example, your sleep, your nutrition is up to par. So that's when it comes to supplements. So as I said, I have the amino acids and electrolytes. I've prepped my supplements, what I'm going to have, and I think we're ready to head to the gym. So let's go. Alright, so right now I am just heading to the gym to get my training session in. And while I'm here, I thought I'd just update you guys on how I'm going with my prep. I am currently 12 weeks out to competition day, which is in April. Time is ticking. I really wanted to update you with how I'm going and how I'm feeling in terms of my mindset, my training and my nutrition. So right now at 12 weeks out, I really feel that I am in a really good headspace. I have been journaling every single morning and reminding myself of just what I'm grateful for, and that has really helped me. And that's what I've been doing every single day, not just in prep, but every day I've been journaling just what I'm grateful for, because it really helps me set the day. And although I'm 12 weeks out, things have been tightening up in terms of my training. I am training 5 times a week now, so that's increased. my nutrition has dropped, my calories have dropped slightly. So right now I'm eating at 2,000 calories, but my training has been pretty good. I'm in a really good headspace. I know that although I am 12 weeks out of my competition, I still have a bit of time left, but I know that time will fly. But in saying that, I'm so mentally prepped for these challenges, and when I journal, I just remind myself that it is really about the process. Like every single day, ticking all the boxes and getting things done is just winning each day. So that's how I feel like I'm coping mentally every single day. And like I said, once I get closer to competition day, things are going to get challenging. I'm going to probably have to increase my output, and such as my steps, cardio, my training. My calories will probably be lower, but I'm just so mentally prepped for that, because I think for someone like me, I really thrive off challenges. I really thrive off obstacles. If it's not hard, or if it doesn't challenge me, and if it's just easy to get, I don't think it's worth it. So that's why I feel that this prep I'm mentally prepared for it, and I just feel so mentally good, because that is what I want. As weird as it sounds, and this is why I love prep, and one of the big reasons why I'm I'm doing this competition. It's just really about having routine, having discipline, and ticking all the boxes, getting things done, no matter how hard it is. Because what I'm doing now in my prep to competition, it just doesn't apply to competition day. It really applies to anything that you do in life. And this is why I'm doing this, because of that discipline, because of that routine. It really keeps me grounded. It really keeps me grounded and in tune with what I have to do to get the thing done, because I thrive off that and I feel good about it afterwards. Of course, it's challenging, but this is what prep is all about, and I love it. I absolutely love it. So I'm in a good headspace mentally right now. I'm just really doing my best to embrace every single day, train with intensity, follow everything to the best that I can. I have been following everything. I have not even gone off plan. I've showed up every single day since I've started this prep at 18 weeks out. So I'm pretty happy with how I'm going. But yeah, embracing every single day. I'm in a really good headspace, and that's all I really have to update you guys on. So yeah. So I'm just gonna have my creatine. This is just gonna help me have a little bit more energy at the gym. So just gonna dry scoop it. So, all right guys, so I'm just about to head into the gym. I train at Muscle City, and this is the regular gym that I go to. I'm gonna take you through a lower body session, specifically glutes, so you can see exactly how I train. I'm excited, so let's come in. So I am going to do a lower body session today. There'll be 6 exercises, and while I do these exercises, I'm going to have them in the description below so that you could see the exercises as well. So when it comes to the exercises, you can have the best exercise out there for you, but knowing how to train with intensity, with focus is really important, especially if the goal is to build muscle, and obviously for me, I want to get jacked legs. I want to get big legs and big glutes as well. So you will see exactly how I train. I'm excited to take you through this, so make sure you watch the whole video, and yeah, let's get started. So firstly, come with me. I am just gonna get I'm gonna do warm up. So because I'm doing leg, I'm doing lower body, I like to open up my hips. So I'll show you 2 exercises that I do right now. I'm just getting myself prepared. I normally have my intro workout here. I want to stay hydrated as well. So I'll pop all my stuff here. And every time I do a session, I like to mentally prepare myself. So I sort of try and get in the zone. So I make sure that I do my stretches, and it's just more of me to also, I can't really explain this feeling, but it's more of me trying to get in the zone, and I try not to think of anything else. But when I start my session, I'm just thinking, all right, I'm gonna get my sessions in, I'm gonna get my exercises in. So I just have like a moment, and I do this while I do my stretches. So first thing, I'm gonna do a couch stretch. So with this stretch, it's called a couch stretch. Basically, I'm trying to open up my hip flexors here. Typically, people get really tight hip flexors here, so this is a really good exercise to really open up the hip flexors. So I try to be in this position for about 20 seconds. I have pretty good hip flexors because I stretch a lot, I warm up a lot, and I really do look after my body because I want to train optimally. So I do have good mobility here. A lot of people can't go all the way back. So this is a really good exercise just for every single day. If you are a person that has a sit-down job, this is really good to open up the hip flexors. I'm going to do the other side. For stretching and opening up the hip flexors is the Pigeon Stretch. So usually have a bench like this, sort of like this. So it really opens up the hips, and I really feel my glute stretch as well. So I'll try and be in this position and try to sort of open up the hips and really allow my hips to be more mobile, especially when I'm doing lower body. You're always flexing at the hips when you do lunges, which I'm going to do later. So I try and be in this position for 20 seconds and really feel like the movement of my hips. I'm really feeling that stretch right now in here. So I usually spend about 2 to 5 minutes, not even, when I do my stretches, just to really open up the hips and just to feel like the joints are lubricated, so they're moving. I don't just come into the gym and do my first session. I try to get into the zone. I try to get into the feel, move the body, make it really mobile. You could spend a little bit longer with your stretches, just depending on how you feel. If you feel like you need to warm up more, but I feel pretty ready. Some days, if I'm quite tight in my hips, then I do spend a little longer, maybe at least 5 minutes, but today I'm feeling really good, so I don't spend too long. So I sort of gauge at how I feel. So I've done those 2 exercises. Sometimes I should be doing this. Most times I also do core as well. So I'm going to put this to the side. So another thing that I like to do, and I should be doing more of, and you all should be doing more of, is activating your core, because every single exercise that we do, you have to use your core. So I just do some planks. So when you do your planks, make sure, I like to keep my hands apart like so. And you're not just doing the planks and just thinking of nothing. You really want to pull your core in and really feel the core being activated. So I just sort of sit here for a few minutes. I wish I sit here for like a minute. Get the obliques as well, and then the other side. And just the last thing that I do is I do a hollow hold. So when you're doing your exercises, you really want to embrace your core. So I like to sort of think of it pulling your ribs down. So this is a really good exercise, just to like pull your ribs down and make sure the back is flat. So when you do this exercise, often people, if you come down here, often when people do this exercise, their back comes up. So the aim of this exercise is to really pull your ribs down. Pull your ribs down, so have your shoulders up. Pull your ribs down so that you try to put your hands in here and you can't get in there. So that's really pulling your ribs in, embracing your core, so that when you're doing the exercise, you're not using your lower back, you're activating your core. So I tend to do this, and I stay here for about a couple of reps, sets, about 20 seconds each. So this is what I do. All right, we're ready. Let's get some jacked legs. So I basically started with the first exercise. This is the front foot elevated split squats. I sort of like to prep myself using body weight first, and then do the actual set. So yeah, I'm going to be doing 10 on each side for 3 sets, and this is a killer for my quads because I want to get big quads. One set is down. I've got 2 more to go. And while I'm performing the exercises, I'm trying to think of the muscles. Like, I'm not thinking of anything else, but I'm really putting my focus and my attention to the working muscles. So with this exercise, it really hits my quads and my glutes, because I really want I want them to blow the fuck up. So I'm just really saying to myself while I'm performing this exercise, I'm just thinking quads, glutes, I'm growing them. And yeah, that just really helps me sort of push through, because yeah, I just want to be a strong badass. I just like to have a finisher, so drop the weight down and just pump out as many reps as I can. And then the last set though. But the burn is real. The burn is real, and I love it. So yeah, I do that on the last set. And do the same on the other side. So I have just done the first exercise. The second exercise that I'm doing is the Smith machine step-ups. This is going to be a fire for your glutes. I like the Smith machine just to really get that constant tension. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to do 3 sets. So I'm going to pop on some weights. Too heavy, just go at a weight that you could really feel your glutes, because if you go too heavy you won't be able to feel your glutes. So this is quite medium for me. I would probably say about 7 out of 10, and the whole point of this is to really keep that constant tension in your glutes, especially on the way down.
On the way down, I'm going super slow because I really want to feel every muscle fiber of my glutes because I want big glutes. So the aim of this is just to go really slow, as you could see. Time under tension, control, that's everything. So yeah. So 3 sets, either side, 10. It is a killer. I'm going to move on to the next exercise, which is some hack squats. So the third exercise that I'm doing is the hack squat reverse band. So I'm going to pop the bands like so, just wrapping around. So this is called the reverse band hack squat. Basically, once I get to the bottom, it's just going to assist me to jump back up. This way I can go a little bit heavier. So this is really good to, just really go heavier and easier for me to jump back up, because without this, I don't think I will be able to get back up on a heavier load. So this is just a really good way to put more load, feel it in the glutes. For the hack squat, it's the glutes, quads, everything. So it's a really good exercise. It's quite safe as well because everything's supported. Obviously, you've got the back pad, and even if you fail the reps, you could always jump out of the machine. But yeah, I'll show you how I do this. I'm going to go for 3 sets and 10 reps each. So let's go. So I wasn't able to get that rep. It was a lot harder. Usually I do have a belt on, which I'll chuck on. I'm gonna pop some knee sleeves, but that was really hard, so I'm just gonna take one off and then just finish off the set. So usually I don't beat myself up for it. If I'm not able to do it, I'm just gonna strip it down. So I did 6 reps. So 6 reps, can't do it, that's fine. Drop the weight down and I'm just gonna finish off and do 10 reps. So I did 6 reps on the heavier weights. I couldn't finish it, so I just stripped down the weight, finish off the reps. I went to do 4, but I got 7 in the end. So just really try and pump out as much reps, as many reps as I can, really feeling it in my lower body. As you can see, I'm so out of breath. Take my time, but this doesn't mean I failed. It just means that, and it's okay, like if I'm not able to get the whole reps in at this weight, like 6 is still pretty good enough. So just strip down the weight and yeah, just continue and pump out as many reps as I can. So I'm going to stick to this weight, and it's because now this is the third exercise. I'm pretty buggered right now. The first two exercises has taken a lot out of me, so it's okay for my third, fourth and fifth exercise. Sometimes I don't get through all the exercises, but I just want to be able to push through, and I accept that it's okay if I don't get the whole reps in this set. So first set done. I'm going to do 2 more, and then hack squat is done. So that was my last set for the hack squats. I usually go a little bit lighter, so I've just done the 3 exercises. I'm meant to be doing, according to my workout, be doing some leg extensions and some leg curls, but those machines are taken right now, so I'm just gonna do the next exercise. So over here, I have got seated leg curls, which is taken right now, leg extension. I'm going to do some goblet squats, so I'm going to get that done, and then I'm going to move up to the seated leg curls and leg extension. So sometimes when machines are taken, I don't want to wait because my blood is flowing. I just want to get in and get out, so I'm just going to move on to the next one. If this happens where a machine is taken, just move on to the next one and then come back to it later. It's not really going to make a big difference, so I'm just going to go and do goblet squats. So I'm going to do 3 sets, and my coach James Mack, hello if you're watching this, thank you for your programming. I'm going to be doing 20 kilos goblet squat. I'm just going to hold it in front of me rather than 2 dumbbells on either side. I think this just works better for me. So I'm going to start with 20 and 20 kilos for 20 reps. So let's go. So with this exercise, it's going to be a killer for my quads. So let's do it.
Drink gon' make you do the cheapy head like King. Walking through the market and I spend a lot. Please receive a caution, you the day right with me. Bad bitch, you famous. 7500 on the same run, Jack. Careful when you dummy, yo. I ain't no sucker, I ain't coming, no action.
Alright, so as you could see, that was super easy. I smashed that out. So definitely we'll go a little bit heavier. I didn't realize how, I wouldn't say it was light, but I reckon I could go a little bit heavier than this. Usually when I do these goblet squats, I like to sort of push my knees out, really feel it in my quads, keep my core engaged in the entire time. Because it was quite light for me, I kept that constant tension throughout the whole 20 reps. So like I'm not even that out of breath, so I'm probably gonna go with 30 kilos for 20 reps and my quads will be cooked. Right, so I'm gonna go with 30, which is 10 kilos more than the first set. But yeah, let's just get straight into it. I always struggle with this. I just try to get it up. So yeah, I look awkward but let's do it. 20.
Bitch, I'm bad. You know I got you with me. Keep a bad. If they want to be with me, Robert bad. And I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, in my face. In my face.
was pretty cool. Once I got to the 12 reps, 15 reps, I could really start to feel the quads kick in, the burn, and that's what it's all about. Just pushing through. So pushing through those last 5 reps, but yeah, that's a killer. My quads are burning, but so good. Sort of usually towards the end of your training, or my training in this case, it's not really about going heavier, but if your goal is to build muscle, which in my case, I'm trying to build massive quads, massive glutes, usually towards the end of the workout sessions, you want to have the higher reps so that it's not really cardio, but it's there keeping the muscles under constant tension at a maintainable weight. So yeah, quads are cooked. Alright, so 5th exercise that I'm doing is the leg extension. It's going to really isolate my quads. For me, I'm going to be competing in the wellness division for the WBFF. So that means I really need to work on building up with my quads. So leg extension really helps isolate the quads. It's a burn. I got 20 reps to do here for 3 sets. Usually towards the end of your training sessions. So my training session, like I said with the goblet squats, this is more of a finisher, higher reps. You don't have to go too heavy, and it is a killer because it just hits your quads like no tomorrow. This is how I built my quads that I have. So make sure when you jump on these machines, make sure you set up the machine properly, because I'm quite short. I'm 160 centimeters for those that are curious to know. I think that's like 5 feet 2. So just make sure if you come over here, just make sure you adjust the settings here. I don't have long legs, I'm quite short, so I'm just going to go small over here, set it up all the way, and then make sure that you adjust the seat properly. If it's too far back, it's not going to be really good for your back, so make sure you sit in a comfortable position. Fixed machines are great, and I love all fixed machines because they really isolate. They're quite safe as well. It's not just for beginners, but even myself that has been training for quite a long time, I love fixed machine because it really hits the quads in this case so good. So let's just get straight into it because I'm pretty cooked. I'm not going to go too heavy. I've got higher reps, so I'm going to pick a weight at about 60 to 70, and I'm going to go for 20 reps. So I'm going to try and aim to do 15 to 20 reps here. Ah, 14. Just gonna drop set. I did 14. Try and finish 14. Gonna do 20. Finish it off with 20. Make sure you really focus on squeezing. Control it down. What helps is hold on to the bench. Squeeze. Squeeze. Keep your core tight. I'm gonna drop set that again. 19, let's just fucking do it. Oh, that's too light. My quads, they're dead. I'm just gonna do one more set. I'm not gonna do 3, just gonna do one more set at a lighter weight, and I'm just gonna do as many reps as possible till I can no longer feel my quads, until I can't walk out of this gym. All right, let's do it. 10. totally cooked. Only did 2 sets. Usually at the end, although I'm supposed to be doing 10 reps, but it's been an hour and a half here, so I'm pretty cooked. So I'm just gonna move on to the next one. Give my quads a little bit of a break. Last exercise, which I'm gonna do some leg curls, which is gonna hit the hamstrings. So I haven't really done a lot of hamstring works today, but I'm just trying to balance it out. I've done a lot of quad and a lot of glute work, so glutes and quads are cooked. Just gonna balance it out with some hamstrings, sorry, lying leg curls, and I think we are good. All right, so it has been a killer lower body session so far. I'm on to my last exercise for this session, which is the lying leg curl, just to really hit the hamstrings. So I'm going to be I'm supposed to be doing 10 reps for these. See how I go. My legs are pretty cooked, so I'm just gonna go a little bit lighter. So when you do this exercise, again, make sure you adjust the seating, make sure that that's right, so that way you're comfortable. It's so important to adjust the setting right, because if you don't set it right, then you're not going to really feel the muscles that you're supposed to be working on. So for this example, it's a leg curl, your hamstrings. So I'm going to show you how to do it. So again, I'm pretty short. I'm going to set it up. So you want to sort of have just above your knee touching the bench here. So that's how it's so awkward, because I see people sort of climbing onto the leg curl like this. So all you do is just walk in just above where your knee is, over here, feel that. So just a little bit, so your knees is not touching, okay? And then you're just gonna come down. So I'm gonna do 10 reps here. Probably start with light weight. Also make sure your hips is locked down. So you don't want your hips to be like this. You want them to be locked down, okay? So but I'm so knackered from my session. I really do feel it in my hamstrings. Now it's all about just feeling the muscles. So taking my time, making sure your hips are locked in, especially when you're doing the leg curls, because if you have your hips up, you're gonna feel your lower back, and we don't want that. So make sure you push your hips down, squeeze your glutes, heels all the way up, and slowly lower it, and you will feel your hamstrings. So here, I'm not going super heavy, but I'm working with time under tension, so keeping my hamstrings, controlling it down, taking my time, so keeping it under tension. That means keeping it under load, connecting my mind to that hamstring muscle. And yeah, that's just towards the end of my session. So I'm just gonna do 2 more, and then that's it. So 6 exercises for my lower body session, and some glute specific exercises as well. It's taken me about an hour and a half, almost 2 hours to get this session in. Typically when I do lower body, I do take a longer time because of the rest time. I really push hard at it. Usually my upper body sessions don't take too long, so if you want to see my upper body session for another time, please do let me know in the comment section, and I'll film that for you guys. So I'm done. It was a good session, and yeah, it's time to go home. So that is my lower body session completed. I'm feeling so good. I feel so good every single time I finish a lower body session. As you could see, I pushed hard at every single rep. Training, that's training with intensity. I'm so knackered, but it was good. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, and if you wanted to see more training videos like this, for example, me doing upper body, do let me know in the comment section below. Hopefully you got some tips out of today's session. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe so you don't miss out on any new videos that I have out for you, part of this WBFF comp prep series that I'm doing. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video.